Good afternoon. My name is Brian Gromkowski. I'm one of the Assistant Directors of Graduate Admissions here at William Paterson University. I'm joined by my colleague, Christina Aiello, who's going to be walking you through our presentation in just a couple minutes. First and foremost, want to congratulate you on your acceptance for our 2018 summer session. We realize some of you may never have registered online for courses in the past, or it may have been a while since you've done so. So the purpose here for us is to familiarize yourselves with WP Connect, which is our online portal here. It's how you would go through the process of registering for your classes. Today, February 20th, is the first day that registration is available for the summer session. Would always urge you to register sooner rather than later, so you have one less thing to worry about. Obviously, you have some time between now and when the semester officially starts, but it's our hope that this is a very easy way for you to get a lot of information in a short amount of time and then get back on with your lives with all the many things that you probably have to do today and this week. So with that being said, if you do have any questions, we ask that you hold them till the end of the presentation, at which time we will go through and we will answer any questions that you might have one by one. And then also want to make sure where we are going to be recording this presentation in its entirety, and we are going to be emailing this to you in the next couple of days. So for anybody who might have missed out on the opportunity, couldn't make it for this particular date and time, wanted to make sure you knew that you are going to have the opportunity to go back and to watch this presentation at your leisure, which will hopefully make it easier for you to register for classes when it comes time for you to do so. So that's more than enough for me. I will pass it along to my colleague Christina for our presentation. So Christina, take it away.
Good afternoon, everybody. As Brian said, I want to welcome you to the summer session registration webinar. This is, again, to familiarize you with registering for the summer term at William Paterson University. So without further ado, let's get started here. Hopefully all of you have had an opportunity to come to campus, or at least take a look around. This is an aerial shot of our main campus. If you are a College of Education or an MBA student, your courses will be held for the majority of the time on the Valley Road campus, which is 1600 Valley Road. So you want to make sure you double check your schedule once you register to know where you are, whether it be main campus or the Valley Road campus. The registration timetable, all graduate students, new and continuing, registration for the summer will open, or has opened today, I should say. Below you'll find a payment schedule, the date of the course registration. So for instance, if you registered today or anywhere through May 4th of 2018, your payment will be due by May 8th of 2018. And the rest of the dates will follow as there. Be advised, if payment is not submitted prior to the due date, you will be dropped from the course, and at that point it reopens your seat, so there is no guarantee that you'll get back in. So you do want to be diligent. All of the billing is sent to your William Paterson email address, so you want to make sure that you go ahead and open that within the next 24 hours or so, just to get a feeling for what your bill is. If for some reason you need some type of permit, you're going to need to speak with your program director to open the course for you, and or discuss any prerequisites you may need prior to registering for the course. What you'll do is you'll go into the graduate admissions page and you'll select application deadlines and requirements. And on the left-hand side of each individual program, you're going to find the contact information for the program directors and their email address. My suggestion is to go ahead and send them an email with the course name and what you're looking, when you're looking to register for it, and if you have completed any of the prerequisites for that, so that they can go ahead and put the permit in for you. Please don't forget to add your student ID number, as that's the way they'll identify you to put the permit in. Your WP email account, this really is super important every semester. Again, all your billing will be sent to that. Any deadlines, any official communication from the university, that includes emails to and from your professors, will be provided through that channel. So you definitely want to check it regularly. You do have the ability to set it up so that it gets forwarded automatically to maybe a personal email address that you may have, but be advised, when you are communicating with a professor or anybody on campus here, if it is not sent from your William Paterson address, the questions may not be addressed. We do need to verify that it is you, in fact, that we're providing information to. So you want to make sure that when you communicate with us, you communicate it through your WP email address. You can see the instructions here to get into your email. It's the home page, which is wpunj.edu. You'll click the WP Connect and log in. You're going to enter your university, your username, which is your email address. That will include any letters and or numbers. However, you are going to leave out the @student.wpu.edu. So for instance, if your name was Brian Smith, your username would be SmithB, and then your password is going to be your student ID number, which is the ID number you were provided in your welcome packet and ultimately when you applied, which begins with 855. You're going to then go in and click to log in and the email icon to access that. How to register. So again, you're going to go to our home page and you're going to select the WP Connect and log in again, as we just stated, with the first portion of your email address and your 855 number. If this is your first time logging in, it is going to ask you to review and acknowledge the university alcohol and drug policy. Then you're going to have to confirm your PIN. In most instances, your PIN will be your 6-digit date of birth, month, day, year. If for some reason you encounter issues, please try the last 6 digits of your student ID number. So it would be your student ID number minus the 855. If for some reason you are still having issues, you can go ahead and email us or ultimately contact the help desk, and they should be able to assist you there. You're going to have to complete a security question once you're logged in and then provide the answer. So now how do we get into register? After you've logged into WP Connect and you've done the alcohol and drug policy and all those things, you're going to click the student tab. Then you're going to go under registration and click the Lookup Course Offerings. This is going to give you the ability to pull up all the courses that are available to you by term. So you're going to select the 2018 summer term from the drop menu. You're going to go to Advanced Search and select the subject and course level as graduate. Then you're going to click Selection Search at the bottom of that page. On the Lookup Courses to Add page, please note that there are the following codes and are not allowed for registration. This usually means that your enrollment period is not open. Since registration opens today, February 20th, you should not have an issue with that. However, if there is an issue, please feel free to reach out to us. SR is a student restriction. This means that you have some type of restriction, such as your time ticket, your window to register, student status, academic standing, any type of hold that would keep you from enrolling in classes. So you do want to make sure that you check that out and figure out what that is. The C indicates that it is a closed class, meaning the section has no seats available. Online, those courses are held using technology such as Blackboard, and they do not meet in person in a classroom. A hybrid, these courses combine online technology and in-person class meetings, so you want to make sure that you get your syllabus and you know when the professor is having classes on campus and then ultimately online. The CRN number is what you're going to use to register. It will always be a 5-digit number. And the course and selection number, those are used to differentiate the classes. So MBA 6160-70, there may be an MBA 6160-80. You want to make sure that you are using the CRN number that corresponds to the class in which you wish to register for. So how to go in and register. Once you get to this page here and you're viewing all the classes, you are going to select the blue CRN number, and as you can see all the way across, it will provide you with the different courses, the names, and then ultimately the day and times that they are available. So understanding this course screen here, days, M is Monday, T is Tuesday, and so on. R is an indication for Thursday, just to be clear. TBA means to be announced. That's generally used as a placeholder for those courses that are held online. The CAP is the maximum course capacity. The actual ACT is the actual current student registered for the course. REM is remaining seats available. WL is a waitlist capacity. WL ACT is waitlist spots that are actually available. And WLREM is the waitlist spots that are remaining, meaning that they are open. The instructor will give you the professor teaching the course. The date is the first and the last days for the term. That does not necessarily mean that that is the day that your class initially meets, but that is the term dates. And the location is where the course is being held, whether it be campus or online. You're going to select the box to the left of the page that will correspond to the course in which you wish to register, and then you're going to go ahead and click register. You're going to be prompted to enter your PIN. Don't forget that your PIN is your date of birth in 6 digits, month, day, year. And then you're going to renew and acknowledge the financial responsibilities page. Once you've done that, you will see this screen here, which will show you that your current schedule and what you are ultimately registered for. Again, if you have written down the other CRN numbers for other courses you want to register, you can go ahead and put them in the boxes here towards the bottom and click submit changes, and that will register you for those courses, provided that they are open. If they are not open, they obviously won't show there, but that is a little shortcut instead of going back and forth. Now, in the event you're going to need to drop a course, you're going to go down to action and select web drops. Be advised, you cannot drop to 0 credits. So if you are only registered for one course, you will need to reach out to our office to request to be your application either be deferred a semester or you're withdrawing from the university, and then we can go ahead and have the registrar drop your course. There is a drop timetable. You won't have to worry about it prior to the semester starting, but once the semester starts, you are only reimbursed X amount of % depending on the day in which you've decided to drop. If you are a non-degree seeking student, you can take up to 9 graduate credits or 30 undergraduate credits without matriculating into a program. So if you're going to proceed by these limits, you're going to have to gain acceptance into a graduate program. And in order to be considered for a graduate program, you must complete a matriculated application. The completion of courses as non-degree does not guarantee you acceptance into a program, so you want to make sure that you do well in the non-degree courses, but do be advised that just because you have done well does not guarantee acceptance into a program moving forward. And be mindful that not all courses and programs are available for non-degree status. I'm going to go back to the waitlist real quick. If you've registered for a course and you've been waitlisted or you've selected to be waitlisted, the waitlist only opens after a course is full. There are 5 spots that are available. If a seat becomes available, you will be notified at your William Paterson email address in the order in which you were placed on the waitlist. So if you are person number 2, and person number 1 has now gotten into the class, you will ultimately be contacted. After you receive this email, this is very important, you must log in and register for the course. We do not register people that are on the wait list. So you will have 48 hours to register for this course before it's no longer available to you. So you definitely, just one more reason why you should check your William Paterson email address as often as possible. If for some reason you can't register for a course, you want to go ahead and take a look. Status may be an approval by an academic chair, which means you'll need to reach out to the appropriate program director to request permission for this course. Keep in mind, the Office of Graduate Admissions is not able to enter permissions or permits for any type of course registration. So you want to make sure that you are reaching out to the correct department. If there's a prerequisite, again, you're going to need to reach out to the program director because they are going to need to evaluate your previous transcripts to make sure that you are in fact eligible to take this course. Student restriction. Again, when you click on the student tab, you can click and view the holds and any information that may be holding you back from being able to register. So here you can see some screenshots that'll give you an idea as to what you may see. You may not add or drop a class due to holds on your record, and it'll show you in the bottom shot there, if for some reason it's a graduate admissions hold, it'll show you that that's where it came from. So you want to go ahead and reach out to that department to see how you can get your holds cleared up. Payment options. Again, I know I went over this in the beginning about payment and being diligent and checking the due dates. So these are your options. You may pay in cash, in person at the Student Enrollment Services desk located in Morrison Hall, which is entry 2. You may pay by check or money order. Again, you can come drop that off to us, or you can mail it. If you mail a check, if you write a check, please be sure to put your student ID number in the notes section of the check so that we make sure that your payment gets added to the correct account. An e-check, you can go online and submit a payment via an e-check at the wpunj.edu /ebill. Be advised, it's a personal personal checking and or savings account. You are not able to use a commercial or home equity loan account to make these payments. And there is no fee to do it by e-check. So it's super easy, it's absolutely convenient, and there is no fee. Internet credit cards, you can pay your bill, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, or Discover, again, at wpunj.edu/ebill. However, there is a 2.75 convenience fee charged to the cardholder, so you want to keep that in mind. For those of you who may not be able to pay the whole bill in its entirety at once, you want to reach out to Student Enrollment Services and subscribe to something called the TIP plan, the Tuition Installment Plan. This is an interest-free installment payment plan starting fall, spring, and summer terms. Enrollment is quick, it's super easy, but you do need to enroll in that before your bills are due. If you are dropped from the class, they can't be reinstated just because you didn't set that up. So if that is something that you're interested in, you do want to reach out to the Student Enrollment Services office to get some more information on that. Important contacts, the graduate admissions phone number, which is us if you have any general inquiries. Office of Student Enrollment Services, again, they're going to be your payment go-to people. Office of the Registrar's office, if for some reason you're having difficulty dropping in class or removing a class or taking a leave of absence, you want to reach out to them. And again, all of their phone numbers and or email addresses are listed here. I hope that this becomes super easy for you and that there are no difficulties, but please be advised our offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Graduate admissions is also located in Morrison Hall. So it really is one-stop shopping in the event you need to come and visit us. And I hope everything works out. Have a very successful semester. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christina. And at least as of right now, it looks like we didn't have any questions come through as we went through the presentation. So very happy that we appear to have covered everything that you might have been wondering about with our presentation. Want to remind you, we did record this webinar in its entirety. We are going to be making it available to you to review. If you're not registering for classes today, if you're going to do it this weekend and you want to refer back to this, maybe pull up some of the screenshots as you go through. We're going to make sure that we email this to you before the end of the week. So otherwise, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to join us. We know everybody's busy this time of year, and we appreciate you joining us for our webinar. Hope it was helpful. And otherwise, we are looking forward to welcoming you on campus this summer. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.